Alrighty. Is this thing on? Yeah, I think it's on. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you for coming by to hang out for my weekly craft and chill session. I have pants. I have a shirt on. Thank you for coming by. Hi, it's me, Fat Red. Nice to see you. Wasted Space. My phone beeped, and now I'm here. I don't know what happened. Have I been hacked? I ask myself that question every day. No, you're in heaven. Good to hear. Ooh. So this has been a fun week. I'm kind of happy to just be doing this and chilling out. It's kind of nice when we do this because I don't really have to think about anything else. Membership link pinned to the top. No, I don't have that done. I might as well do that early in the stream. Not a bad suggestion. Yeah, it's here somewhere. So, I'm going to be doing some more stuff, I think, with these. Might do some kind of little background or a modular background piece to go along with that. Thor, how are you doing, Thor? Thanks for coming by. Okay, so that's the link, but I can never... There we go. There is the link for the channel membership if anyone wants to join. I appreciate that. Appropriate affiliate links below. I don't know, Fat Red. Leave me alone. One thing at a time. A punk with toys. The man that cheats his viewers by having memberships is here. Larry... Okay, so I was going to save this. I have a new screen I just made, and Larry can totally get my channel shut down because I am using his logo and his face. It's going to be brief, but since Larry's here right now and I know he really doesn't watch my stuff, I'm going to go ahead and show my Be Right Back screen real quick for when I go to the bathroom. And then we have, of course, Largo's Layers here, too. Thanks, Largo. So let me put this on real quick, just because Larry happens to be here. It's real simple. Yeah, so I don't know how long we're going to keep that. I was just playing around earlier today, and those were some of the pictures I had available to me. So we'll see if Larry comes after me or not. I don't think so. I'm very vulnerable at this moment. Wasted Space, been enjoying all your videos lately. I'm working on my first all-phone diorama right now. Awesome, man. Feel free to ask anyone here if you have any questions on anything. People will answer in the chat, even if I don't, but I usually will. Haha, I love it. Great. Thank you. I know you love that Bratz car, Larry, so I had to throw that in there. Yeah, so like I was saying... Which one? Is that 1/1 scale with the Punkmobile? It is. It definitely is. So we had this stuff we did in the last couple of streams. We did this chair, kind of like a command chair. Very simple paint job, but I like it. It's just kind of like straightforward. Has a certain vibe to it. Got some pieces here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do two of them tonight, but I'm going to do some panels that would go behind the chair like that. And at first I thought of just doing a flat wall, but it's like, yeah, that's kind of boring. So I'm going to make them where they're segmented, and then, you know, maybe I'll do three eventually, and it'll be like almost like a Starship Bridge, but not a Starship Bridge. It's some kind of room. And maybe I'll do some kind of built-in consoles or something on the walls. But even if they don't join together perfectly because they're not cut at angles, you know, I'm pretty big about not having a whole set sometimes, just having modular pieces you can move around. So these could just simply have a piece of square trim in the middle here that would cover it up, and you know, when you set them together for a photo or something, they'll look pretty cool. So probably going to work on that tonight. I am going to work on that tonight. What do we got here? A room with a view, exactly. Needs a little something. And I like the idea of this size panel. It's good for just right about the right size, you know? Not too big. A ship shouldn't be super huge anyway. You know, this is probably quite a bit of headroom. But I like the idea of being able to move the stuff around and maybe get even a different scene. Although it's going to be all this kind of drab blue-gray color, because I don't know, I painted this chair with that color and I was like, ooh, I like that color. So yeah, did I finish my, almost done with my Earl Grey already. Hit the like button, absolutely. Lawrence, Punk with Toys, thank you very much for that. So, any of you guys that build dioramas, I have been having the worst time getting any half-inch foam at Home Depot. So I'm gonna have to probably trim some down. This is 1 inch thick, and that will work for a lot of stuff. But sometimes you just want thinner pieces. Now I have some scraps that I'm probably gonna use to mess around with tonight. Maybe we'll be able to kind of just go with whatever I got in here. Kind of having a cobbled together feeling for a spaceship kind of fits anyway. I don't even know if it's a spaceship, man. What do I know? This whole freaking bin right here too. That one looks good. Oh, that's a good piece right there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Double up foam core? I could, but I'm not going to use foam core. I'm going to stick with the pink for right now. Kenzo's Creation. What's up, Kenzo? Thanks for coming by. Need to go back and watch a tutorial on that command chair. Would be great for a fighter cockpit. So I didn't do a tutorial on this, but I built it in the live stream. It wasn't last Friday. And the Friday before that, my stream crashed and my internet went out. But the Friday before that, so 3 Fridays ago, maybe one day I'll start labeling them, was when I built this on the live stream. So I built the whole thing in one stream, and then we painted it here and there on some later streams. And of course we did this little like Junko pieces of random scrap thrown together. It's just random space machinery. Largo, thank you, Largo. Alright, so I think I'm gonna probably jump on the hot wire cutter pretty quick just to cut some things up. Man, I kind of like the idea of the console being thin. I don't know, maybe we'll go thin. Or maybe a little bit deeper on the bottom, like a thicker piece on the bottom and a thinner piece up top. Might look. Yeah, I kind of like that. We got to get the height to not look crazy, so that's a little high. There's probably enough room here for an angle. Let me go ahead and throw this light on and get the hot wire going. Okay, where's where's my light controller? Awesome, I'll go back to, got a TIE fighter that need to see. Yeah, that would definitely work for something like that, for sure. Duffman Dioramas, how you doing, Duffman? We are doing some science fiction console-y wall panel thingamabobbers. Let me go over to the hot wire cutter and we'll start messing around with that. Hello. Ugh. All right, let's see what the chat has been saying while I've been chopping stuff up. Don't hotwire the AWOC. Those things are pretty tough. I think it could probably... It'll be like a little, like a battle scar or something. Actually, a hotwire scar might look pretty cool on an action figure. If you ever want to scar the face of an action figure, I would try that. That might look kind of cool. Yes, Random was obviously wearing a mask. Digging the tunes, Happy Mellow. Yeah, it's very chill. I like the chill thing. Cool standing console, but no, this is not an ergonomic design at all. We're going for boxy, square, clunky, Soviet-era spaceship. Built-in natural beard filter, yeah. Oh yeah, you saw that chunk that came out, dude. But it all worked out. It was good enough, a decent enough height to recover from that little accident. Now that I'm looking at this, though, I kind of want to maybe add a bevel to that console, but I think we're just gonna leave it chunky. Hell with it. Happy accidents are a mainstay of dioramas. That's very, very true. Very true. Okay. So this is what we got right here. Something like this. I thought about putting this in the center and then having the two pieces on the side, but that would look a little bit too much like a... I don't know. To me, that feels more like a steering, like a... What would you call that? A steering console. The helm. It would be too much looking like the helm, I think. So this is going to be more like a console in the back. Some kind of something. I don't know. So I think I like the layout of that. And of course, we'll add some other stuff on here once we get going. Maybe I'll plug this hot glue gun in now. I should probably check and see how much of this navy blue paint I have left, or blue-gray paint. That... Oh yeah, where the heck did it go? Uh-oh. Well, that would cause a problem. Yeah, buddy, I made sure I had everything. I have my seltzer, my water. Okay, here we go. Dark blue gray. This is the paint that these chairs are in. Apple barrel, dark blue gray. Matte. And there's about maybe, I don't know, a little less than half in here. I really like this color, so I'm going to have to buy more of it. Brutalist designs only. There you go. You just call, Briscoe has just decided to call you hatred from now on. Taking a few shots. Right on, right on. At least have pants. Pants are a bonus, although it is kind of warm in here right now. It is kind of warm in here. So, what do we want to do? Let's get some... Where's that tacky glue at? Aileen's tacky glue and hot glue. Hot glue gun is warming up. Got the Aileen's. Something else I gotta do, but I'm probably not going to... I don't know if I'm going to get to it today, is I got to make some plant stuff, and I'm going to use some of these. These are, like, they sell these at Walmart, and they're really cheap, and you can just pick pieces out of them and get a whole mess of plants. They're not, like, super great. They don't scale exactly, but they don't look too bad. Kind of mix them together. I got another one over here. slightly different. You can just pick all the different types of shrubbery off of there, and I don't know how much these were, probably $4, $3, something like that. Much cheaper than it would be to get the individual plants. It would cost way, way more. Makes it look ad hoc, slept. Yeah, that's a good idea, Largo. Like some, maybe even some like copper or something, gray, dark gray that would, yeah, they used on there. That's actually a really good idea. Has anyone tried using clear Elmer's as a top coat on some barrels for gloss finish? No, but I used to use Elmer's glue to seal in all my terrain pieces a long time ago, before I knew what Mod Podge was. And it works pretty good for that. I used to use Elmer's glue with like a little bit of sand, mix it together. Let's see if this hot glue is ready. And that would make a pretty nice protective shell. I feel like Elmer's glue on a barrel would probably work okay, but it's gonna be less likely to get a nice even coat on an object like that, and it'll probably drip towards the bottom, and you might have like some lumpiness. It's just not as doesn't apply as smoothly as Mod Podge. The Knights of Ni demand a shrubbery! Ni! Indeed. Briscoe, hatred was a typo, but it was an autocorrect somehow. I don't know how the heck it got that. Pretty easygoing most of the time. Axion, what's up, Axion? How you doing, man? All right, let's glue some of this nonsense together and see what we got. This is bugging me. It's bugging me already. I didn't bevel the back part here, so there's going to be like a gap. But I really didn't leave enough play in this to, if I start doing that and I don't get it just right, I'm going to have to trim it, and then this console is going to get too small. So we're going to leave that with the gap back there. Yeah, we're just going to leave that. All right. Everything's all cluttered here already. Got a freaking mess, and I barely made anything. Let's get some tacky glue and some hot glue going. Use my fingers to line that up on the bottom, but the surface is pretty level, so it feels pretty good. Mr. Ed. Oh my god, Briscoe with these nicknames today. So Ed, that literally looks like you're telling Briscoe to go F himself. F you, Briscoe, Mr. Largo. I'm gonna get the membership this week. Hi, it's me. I appreciate it, but you know, it is what it is, man. If you can't, you can't. But of course, I greatly appreciate anyone who decides to get a channel member, and the link is pinned in the chat. Mark one eyeball. Yup, exactly. The old eagle eye. Although my vision actually kind of sucks, but it used to be really good up close. Now it sucks far away and up close. Isn't that wonderful? It's like right at 40. Everything up close just started getting weird. Okay, so that looks good. This goes here, and this goes here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That'll work. It's not the first time I heard F you, Briscoe. Right. TK Magic Shop, what's up, man? I feel like all I have to do is just get this thing a little crooked and the whole thing's gonna look like crap. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Everything is downhill after 50 except stairs. What are you gonna do? My friends and I call our reading glasses our 45s because we didn't need them until we turned 45. It was really strange about it is, like I said, my distance vision, I've always been nearsighted. I've always needed glasses for distance. I couldn't even read like the chalkboard in school without glasses. But even with my glasses on, I was able to see things up close well on my phone, and now I can't see anything up close with my distance glasses on. I have to pull them off in order to look at my phone unless I hold my phone way back. So glasses off, I can see my phone here. Glasses on, I can see my phone there. It's really weird, like how specific the distance is. You know, my glasses off range is maybe like 3 inches of depth that I can see clearly. Everything else, forget about it. Channel memberships are just the content creator leeching off their fans. They make so much money for adverts already, they just want more. That's right. I am a greedy leech. A grifter, some might say. I mean, if we keep this up, I might even be able to cover my whole cell phone bill with this channel here in a couple of months. Won't that be something? Been blind since childhood, so I'm used to it now. Right on, right on. You know, and I was, anyone who doesn't know, Punk had a kind of a trolly guy in his stream, bringing up some of those points, if you want to call them points. And I kind of felt a little similar for a while on some of that, you know, because we were so used to not ever paying for most of the media you consumed. You know, TV just came across. Yeah, you could pay for cable, and people are all willing to pay for a cable subscription or satellite TV or something like that. And those companies, I have nothing against big business. I do think the bigger any organization gets, business or government, the more corrupt it tends to become, because people are corrupt, and the more of them you have together, the communication gets worse, and it's just the nature of man. Okay, this is already looking pretty cool. But it took me a while to kind of adjust to the idea. You know, individual people, there's not a lot of play in those joints. It's not like people are making tons of money. This is just like they're barely making anything doing these channels. And once you get going, if you have to go do something like this for years and years, barely making anything, even though it could be a hobby, it could be a labor of love, and it should be to a degree. There's nothing wrong with someone, supporting someone individually. I feel differently about it now than I would have, say, 10 or 15 years ago. This could be worse. You could be like this chick we used to call Walleye. Okay, Duffman. I'm gonna not get into that one too much, but I don't know what that means. Eduardo, what's up, Eduardo? I spend way more time watching, making YouTube than normal TV. Yeah, Largo, I mean, it's interactive, and everything is kind of interactive now. I was kind of that way. I felt that way a little bit with sports when I was younger. I was never a sports guy at all, and if you are, that's totally fine. But it's like, you're just watching sports. It's vicariously doing something. I was like, well, why not play video games? At least you're kind of involved in it. It's just so many things have moved towards that, some level of participation. Like even being able to chat back and forth with someone doing something is so much more participatory than anything we had when we were kids. Dude, see, I like this. I like this already. This is good. Good stuff. Largo, I never have, but I'm pretty sure I'm right there with you on that one, buddy. Fantasy football is just Dungeons and Dragons for jocks. Totally is. We've seen the nerdification of pretty much every single thing as the internet has become more ubiquitous. I mean, the internet pretty much used to be just nerdy, awkward people. And it's just kind of, with social media and the smartphone especially, it kind of just spread out to kind of encompass everybody. Don't be crooked, don't be crooked. Are you crooked? Okay, not crooked. Good. Yay. Michael Dumas, what's up, man? Oh, here, I didn't hear. Where's Eduardo? There you go, Eduardo. Some Dr. Pepper. See, why haven't I done this before? This back wall panel already looks freaking awesome. That's freaking sweet. Put the chair in front of it. Oh yeah, dude, that's gonna look cool. I think maybe I'll do a little bit of this to break the edge here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You don't need a whole bevel, just a little bit of softening on the edges. That looks good. Maybe I'll do that up here too. You should wear a mask when you're sanding foam. This is just a really quick little bit. Random, how difficult would it be to make a slide-in slot to change the monitor view screen? If I would have done it when I was gluing it together, not super difficult. Not super difficult. I just put a couple of beams. Yeah, I would just put a couple of beams there to kind of raise that off. Maybe, yeah, it wouldn't be super difficult. Making it out of foam, it probably would wear out a bit, but, not that big of a deal. I'm trying to think what the best way to do it where you could put the paper in. You could either glue the paper down to a piece of foam that would switch in and out, or yeah, you just get to doing it. Not a big major deal. I tend to do lots of little screens, so I don't know if I would do that for every single one, but I do need to get a little bit. I know people like that stuff, and I sometimes just get on the big idea, and I don't always go into all the little functional moving around bits like that. But you know what would be a good idea for me to do for that, Largo, would be to design one for my laser cutter and just make the screen with the rails and the slide system and have that in a file so I can just print out a crap ton of them and glue them on here and there. Thought you might be making a 90s electronic adding machine. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Absolutely. A Super Famicom. Wet sanded. Yep, that does work too. TK, I've been behaving and wearing masks while soldering and cutting foam. Good stuff, TK. I had mine on when I was using the foam cutter just now. Wasted space. You know, magnets are great, but they're a pain in the butt to put in sometimes, and they get kind of expensive pretty quick too. Eduardo says, Facebook removed me as a member of the channel. I asked why, and they asked me for 72 hours to respond. They removed you? What the heck? That's wild, Eduardo. I mean, huh. That's wild. I mean, I'm guessing you're paid with a credit card. Unless there's some other method that I don't know of. I don't know. That's strange, dude. Thank you for the heads up, though. James Lucas. What's up, James Lucas? What's up, Dio Nerds? I don't know, man. Just making stuff. Grabbing some parts. Got all these little parts, but you know what? Before I do that, I think we're going to get some panels. Yeah, we're going to get some panels put on here. So let me run this. Hold on, what do we got? Simulcasting Eduardo? Nope. That's funny that you said that, Eduardo. That actually happened to me as well. Wow, that's interesting, TK. Interesting. All right, I'm going to run to the hot wire cutter and we're going to cut some little details for this real quick before we start putting all the little smaller bits on. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. You guys talking about payment method? Yeah. The long run. Dig out the cell phone. Yeah, I don't know. I just like making everything from scratch, but that would be interesting. I think Largo wants it to run, though. Electronics? Ugh, it sounds like it's a lot of work. I really don't know, guys. It sucks. Eduardo, you'll probably figure it out, man. Or they'll probably figure it out, really, but... Random diorama, Largo says, I've been doing a crap ton of infinite playlist stuff lately. Just knowing, do you want to throw your hat in the ring? We need 10 songs. Yeah, Largo. My music taste is like kind of weird, but generic also. Like all over the place, but generic. But... yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm such an indecisive person to picking something that's favorite. Like, how do you pick 10 songs? Wow, that's rough. But yeah, Largo, I'll do that for sure. Thank you very much for asking. Men without hats. Safety dance 10 times. Yeah, right on. Planks. Have a Dr. Pepper, Eduardo, no worries. Yeah, right, Briscoe? It's like 1,000. I don't even know, but... everyone says that, though, when you're on there. If you guys haven't watched Largo's Infinite Playlist, that's actually very, very fun. Ted and... yeah, Ted had some weird... what was that weird thing? Foggy Fresh or something? I couldn't get into it, man. I was trying. He was so hyped about it, and I was like... they were just jumping around like Power Rangers or something. What does random listen to? Fat Red, it's kind of random. It's kind of random. All right. Let's just get some stuff glued on here. I don't listen to music as much as I used to, I would say. I've been doing a lot more of just kind of stuff like this, like just relaxing, thinking stuff. I'll even do like the Japanese Zen garden sounds and nature and stuff like that. I like that stuff. But I'm all over the place as far as... you know, I grew up in the 90s, 80s and 90s, so I listened to grunge, I listened to new metal, general rock and roll. Kind of went backwards and started listening to stuff from the 60s and 70s. Thin Lizzy, you know, all that good stuff. Led Zeppelin. All right. Yeah. Let's just start gluing. Foggy Fresh was a weird one, but we love Tetsuya Humor. Yeah, you know, he was so excited about it, dude. I was like, oh, I gotta try. And I tried listening to it a few times. I'm like, man, I don't know about this. What are you making, Michael Dumas says? So this is a backdrop in a room for this chair. So it's either like part of a bridge, control room, command room, something like that. Punk says Infinite Playlist was fun. Yeah, I saw some of yours, Lawrence. That seemed like you're a music guy, so it definitely fits. Hi, it's me. I love being here, but I gotta go. Hi, it's me. We all have to go to bed at some point. I appreciate you coming by, man. Was grindcore. Largo, I'm not even sure exactly what the heck grindcore is. Axion Figs. You know what? I agree with you, Axion, and I need to kind of go in there and write some more stuff down. I did write some stuff down from Lawrence, and really the only thing that I started listening to from Lawrence is his theme song, or the one he uses in the beginning, which is Kirk and the Jerks. I never heard that before, but I like it. All right, glue. Let's do some gluing. I'm not going to use hot glue on these pieces because they're pretty darn thin. So I'm just going to go with the aliens. And if anyone wants to support me being a grifter, feel free to sign up for the channel membership. The link is posted in the chat. Pinned at the top, even. Yeah, Michael. This is just the center segment. There's probably going to be 2 other segments to this to form, you know, a backdrop. Gotta go too, but I will come back later and watch the re-upload later. Thank you, Wasted Space. Thanks for coming by, man. Hope to see you again. And yeah, I love it when people watch the, do the rewatch, dude. That's cool. I get to grift even more because I put ads on those, so I think I made like, I think I might have broke 40 cents on the last one. That was strong, dude. Super strong. Might be able to go grab a pack of gum next week. What do we got here? And just so everyone knows, I'm just joking because it's an inside joke from Punk's stream. I'm not complaining at all about it. You guys are fantastic. I'm just joking around. I'm gonna sound like a grumpy ass old guy. I'm gonna start sounding like Lawrence here in a minute if I keep this up. I gotta watch it. Eduardo, look at that, man. Right back in the saddle again. I can see that got taken care of pretty quick, dude. Thank you for that, Eduardo. I do watch a lot of your short format stuff too. Yeah, thank you, Fat Red. That's really what I kind of started with. Well, the first few instructional videos I did was like 8 years ago with dioramas on YouTube. But when I got back into it, short format, reels mainly was what I really started doing. And that grew my Instagram account a lot. And they actually used to pay for a little while there. They were paying decent for those reels views. You know, I mean, you could get a couple of $100 a month if you were putting them out, and that was nice to buy supplies and tools and stuff like that. It was really good. But they did away with that program, so don't get nothing anymore. They were really trying to compete with TikTok, so they were trying to get people to post on Instagram. more, so they started offering money to people that were doing a certain amount of views. Okay. I'm back, guys. It's a miracle. Yay! More Dr. Pepper. Fat Red, you know what? I kind of was a little bit too. Lawrence was very, very cool under the pressure from the troll. But you gotta understand, Larry already... He's good at taking a joke. He can take it. He can take a little bit. I mean, I feel bad kind of messing with him too much sometimes because he's just sitting there taking it. But he knows, you can tell he's a guy that knows he's abrasive sometimes. So when someone is a little like that to him, he's just going to do his best to absorb it and go on with life, which is good. But yeah, he did handle that very well. But unlike some other people, you know, he's a working guy. He's an adult. He's worked his whole life. And he seems to have the type of job where you're doing customer service on location for people. You got to deal with crazy-ass people and strange personalities and maintain a professional demeanor anyway. And, so... It's a soft skill, I guess. Briscoe, magnet and steel. Okay, some pretty good ones on there, Briscoe. Pretty good ones on there. Larry is making the big bucks from all those skateboarding endorsements and the hair club for men. Yeah, that's true, Largo. That's true, and the height club for men. Yeah, you don't want to come up short on representing that. Not only am I the president, but I'm also a client. And of course, this is coming from Largo. You look like you would be like a Club Met guy back in the day. I could totally see you on a Club Met commercial. I might have made this a little too busy, but it's alright. President of the Oompa Loompa Society. That's rough, Ed. That's okay. We gotta stop picking on him, man. I only feel good for like the first one or two jabs, and then I start feeling abusive. Exactly, punk. If you can't take and deal with a troll from time to time, you shouldn't be on YouTube. Or any social media. And especially, like, if you ever had anything go viral, and mostly with me it was just shorter videos, you know, like Instagram posts. TikTok was really crazy. I had a few posts go pretty viral on there. And you know, you get flooded with hundreds of comments, and that's when people who don't know you start seeing your stuff. You get crazy comments. Doesn't mean anything. It's a little bit, it's much more to deal with, I'd say, interactive, you know, in a live stream. But it's all with a grain of salt. What do I want to do here? I want to put some... I'm going to have to cut some more little spare parts here soon, but these are all some, you guys know, pre-cut little laser cut pieces that I always keep around. I don't want to get too complex with this. I think I'll leave monitors off the wall. See, this is the problem with this. I'm working on it all at once. I might slide something out and then it's going to be crooked. That's going to piss me off. Will a keypad fit? It would. I don't think we want to do a keypad there. Maybe we'll do a keypad here. I was the guy with his toes in the sand on the Corona commercials. I used to kind of be a little bit like that, Largo, but then I quit drinking. Also, I might not be as angry as some people think I am. Yeah, you're not. You're just... only when you're on steroids. I feel like I'm getting indecisive here. Where's those little... what the heck did I do with those extra pieces? Get a little flat piece that I can chop up and make some little raised panels real quick. Okay, when I was on those steroids, I got a little heated. Just very anime with opinions. You fools seem to love it. Yeah, no, I like that. You know, I mean, if we're being honest, I could give a crap about G.I. Joes. I'm just there to kind of hang out and see if you blow a blood vessel or not. Okay, that looks cooler. That looks a little bit cooler. I did have G.I. Joes as a kid, though. And I could totally get into buying them again. I just don't need to do that. I already have enough. I already have enough hobbies. is gonna look like a face. I know it is. $3,999 of those subs are for Roman. I mean, look, I think I told him doing a Roman cam or something for would be good. Screw it. Let it be a face. It doesn't matter. Super chats for Roman. You definitely would, dude. Roman cam. Yeah, everyone would love the Roman cam. You know, even if you just took like a video of you walking him one day and made that like a commercial like you do with the Helidope stuff. Just take a video of you walking him one day and then do like a voiceover for him. It could be you talking to Roman, have a little conversation, real quick little skit. Or you don't even have to talk, just a video of him walking around. Can this be seen? Can it even be seen what the heck I'm doing? Probably not. You know what? We're just going to put one screen there. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to make it not look like an eyeball. I got some cool little clay pieces too that I made before. Like, oh, these are some funky shapes. Maybe I'll incorporate some of these on here. Oh yeah, this is from when I was making the books. Now that's a little bit too medieval looking, but that could be something. Just a little something. Alright, where's the old tweezers? Roman on a skateboard would be cool. Yeah, Roman on a skateboard for some merch would be cool. Buck Bundy. Riding around the yard. Eduardo says, random, you are a very polite person, man. I don't know if Larry or a Punk with Toys would completely agree with you, Eduardo, but I am sometimes. Feel like he jumped it already. He is not immediately. That's too funny. I have now painted all my fingers. I have my moments. What can I say? That's too funny. painting, my fingers are full. A boxing match set up. Dude, Larry's pretty stout. I'm a skinny little bastard. I don't know about that. He's got that low center of gravity, too. He would just, like, bowl me over if he ran at me. You're awesome because you feel bad after you say something mean, unlike Axion Fits. That's true. Ed has absolutely no remorse whatsoever. He's there. He sticks to it, man. Thumb wrestling match, Largo. Yeah, that's a thought. Always fun to make some dios. Making a job as dias, I think that's how you call that. Yeah, that's cool. Your freeform computers and stuff are always fun. It's hard to do that looks. Takes a little bit of patience and just, you know, getting used to being comfortable using a tweezers. It's not that big of a deal, but I used to not want to use the tweezers. I always want to do everything with my hands, and that's a big mistake. There is a joke there, but we don't have to go there. All right, put that there. Maybe throw that there, something like that. Yep. It is Cobra Kai. No mercy. No mercy. I still need to watch Cobra Kai. Haven't seen that. I did start watching Fallout today. So I saw the first episode. I don't know how I feel about it, but not too bad. Got to see how the story develops. I feel bad for your viewers who don't know all the inside jokes many of us are talking about. Yeah, Punk. You know. They'll be alright. If anyone doesn't know an inside joke and you want to know it, and it won't get me kicked off YouTube, you know, leave it in the comments, and someone will maybe explain it. As long as it won't get me kicked off YouTube, please, guys, don't explain any of that stuff. Mercy is for the weak. Oh, wow, dude. Takes a certain type of man to live by the creek. You live by the creek, you die by the creek. Man, I completely forgot that I made these, or printed them. I printed these off, like, I don't even know, a couple of years ago. I've never even used a single one of them. Little 3D printed guns. Maybe I should paint some of these up. I should definitely use them, like, for... Oh, there's enough here to do, like, a little... Maybe an armory room or a weapons rack for... the old spaceship. They're not really quite the scale, but they still might look cool on a diorama. The pistols are more to scale, and these, whatever they are, rifles look kind of a little bit small. I'm not going to do that on this particular one, but yeah, that might look kind of cool. First rule of the crick, eat or be eaten. Yeah, that's no joke. Briscoe says, I am slightly interested in the Fallout show, but I have a feeling it will just be a waste of time. Nuka Break is the best live action Fallout thing. Okay, I didn't know that. I've never seen it. This is what makes this community great, a punk with toys says. Many of us are watching multiple streams and coming over and discussing what's happening on someone else's. Yeah, punk, I like the camaraderie and the interaction, for sure. I also like that there's a fair amount of people that can take a joke and not take things too seriously. And I know you speak about it sometimes, and I'm kind of sort of like on that edge. I'm not, of the toy community, kind of a little bit of an outsider looking in, but 10 years ago or so, it felt a little bit more, I don't know if I want to say toxic, but it was a little bit more, I don't know. People seem to get along a little bit better now. There's more of sharing, and it feels a little bit more open. And I kind of like the little thing that we have going on with the people in the immediate circle here too. Thinking of doing a weapons rack soon. Heard a lot of good things from a new show. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I only saw the first episode, and the vibe, it definitely was cool, but it starts just like the game. I'm not going to give anything away here. It starts just like most Fallout games do. They're in the vault. What did I grab? Oh yeah, I grabbed these. That's what we got there so far. This is already going to be more complicated than I wanted it to be. I want to keep it simple, but I just can't help myself when I start adding these little things. I mean, I guess it's not much. That's still about the same level. Alright, I'm not going to go too crazy. Maybe I'll put one D-pad there, and that's it. Yeah, he's in it for sure, and that's an interesting thing. I'm guessing that's going to be a big part of the plot. And see, Fallout, though, that's something to me. I played the original PC games, 1 and 2. And it was very much a sandboxy game where you could kill people in the game, in the villages, to where you would break the game and you couldn't really complete the quests you needed to do. So it was very open before they started making very strict rules for lots of things in games. Early computer games had a very, almost like Dungeons and Dragons role-playing, open feeling where you could just interact with anything, do anything you wanted to do in the world. And that slowly kind of faded away, especially in online games, because when you allow for any interaction, people turn into tyrants. And while that is kind of fun sometimes, a lot of people whine and complain about it. But But yeah, I need to watch it either way because it's going to have some amazing inspiration for dioramas, and the set pieces are going to be awesome. All the props are going to be awesome. Even just from the first episode, there's like 100 things that you could build in there that are all very well designed. The Shield is the best cop show ever. Punk, the Shield was an awesome show. I don't think I watched the very end of it, but I know I saw like the first, probably like 3 or 4 seasons a few times, and they're just crazy. Like every single time you think it's as bad as it could possibly get, it just gets worse. And it was kind of like the precursor for more modern shows that kind of went down that path. I feel like you got like that linear storytelling with Sopranos first, and maybe NYPD Blue, because, you know, lots of things were just one episode at a time and they didn't really all tie together. But The Shield was absolutely insane. I probably need to rewatch that because it was a very, very good show. Briscoe, the game is better. Games are good. The games were good. Beth said it did change a lot of Fallout and not all for the better. That is true. I remember playing Daggerfall on PC too. I don't know if anyone here ever played Daggerfall, but it was, you know, that's like Morrowind and Oblivion, Skyrim. It was the second of those games. The first one was Arena. I think the first Elder Scrolls was Arena. I think the second, it was either second or third, but I think it was the second one, Daggerfall. Had the most insane random map generator ever. I'll even say ever. I mean, it was crazy. So if you've ever played any of the Oblivion or Skyrim games, you know, they're usually in like one province. Like Morrowind is the Morrowind province. Daggerfall is the Daggerfall province. Well, Daggerfall had every single province you could go to. And they all had tons of cities and towns in every province because it was all procedurally random generated. The world was absolutely insanely huge. I haven't seen another game exactly like that since. Obviously, everything kind of started to look a little bit similar because it was similar, but it's still just a really, really wild how they did that. Do I want nothing? Do I want buttons or do I want displays? Buttons or displays? Buttons or displays? I think we're gonna go... Normally I put buttons on the bottom and displays on top because that makes sense. But what if I want to be a rebel today and we'll do displays on the bottom, and they don't have to be buttons, they could be indicator lights. Yeah, that's what they are. They're indicator lights. Screw it. The Shield whole series is set up due to the first episode, right? It's a hard watch now as I have teenage kids. Yeah, for sure. Largo, I played Zork as well. I certainly did, on a green monochrome screen. We had some of those computers in my computer lab when I was, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 12 years old. I'm sure you were more of an adult when it came out, but, or, yeah. Love Justified and love the season they just did. I haven't seen Justified. Mr. Wonderful, Travis, what's up, man? What kind of, it's a cop show, Justified? Where's it streaming on? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing. Just do it. My friends, I was experiencing the peak of punk rock. Did I write peak correctly? Yes, you did. Wait, I think so. Don't ask me about spelling. There's peak and then there's peak. I think P-E-E-K would be peak. This camera angle. Is this camera angle okay? Maybe a little zoom. Peeking at punk while you were peeking would be wrong on so many levels. It's true. Yes, it's on Hulu. Okay. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'll write that down because I forget everything. Sweet. Crap. Yes, Briscoe, I am watching the Shogun series, and I'm on, I just watched the most recent one today. Yeah, I like it, Briscoe, for sure. I've been enjoying it. There's an idea for a stream. Random notes. Done versus undone. Oh my god, dude. If you would see the amount of stuff that I have written down, I just have books and books of stuff. And I even have, like, I'll use printer paper to write things on and random notes, and they're just freaking everywhere. Content creation ideas and diorama ideas and different things that I'm studying. I'll just write a few sheets out on it. It's a giant freaking mess. Guess who wants to go out? Of course, man. It's perfect time to film the Roman short. One of his best yet. Might even say it's wonderful. Alright, so this is what we got so far here. It's not looking too bad, not looking too shabby. I think for these I'm going to keep it very, very simple. Maybe one light or two lights on each one. So just some little dots. I don't know what I'm doing here yet. Not exactly sure. And just because I have this weird clay piece and it absolutely doesn't go with the way the rest of everything is square on here, maybe I'll just throw it on here just for shits and giggles. Oh, maybe right here. Would it fit? Yeah, it's gonna go right there. Somewhere either, I don't know if I should put upside down or not. I think we're gonna put it upside down. Sometimes it's cool just to have little bits of scrap around. It just turns into Legos, basically. Messy Legos. Boop. You know, why is that there? I don't know. Oh, this is there because, the people on this spaceship wear a type of belt buckle that always was hitting this console and was scratching up the paint, so they put a patch over it. There we go. Put a little guard up there. The maintenance guy got sick of cleaning it up over and over again, repainting it. Largo, what do you use for paints? You know, I'm horrible, Largo. I almost never do conduits. I need to start doing some. I used to use... They sold these hard plastic straws at the dollar store that I used to use for pipes and electrical conduits back in the day. I haven't had any in a while. I've also used coffee stirrers and things like that. But I do like, and I think I saw some at Wally not that long ago, the really hard plastic straws. They had some clear ones, I think, in a pack. You usually have to scuff them up to get the paint to stick, but it's real easy. Just a little sandpaper works pretty well. Kit bashing the F out of the walls in that die I'm working on. Yeah, I've seen that with a lot of your stuff, Fat Red. You're throwing lots of kit bashing, trash bashing, found items on there, and it looks really good. Okay. Oh, I have this. Damn, I've always wanted to use this. I made it a long time ago. I never used it. It's too big, though. That would have been perfect up here. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe it'll make its way on another wall. Alright, let's just get a bunch of these out. Damn it. Wire. Hair ties I've cut, I've been told works all right. Side, up and down, how would that look? Yeah, the thing is, I think you were talking about this, Travis. This is supposed to be like monitors, so I don't know. I mean, it would look okay, but this is going to be... I mean, I could put it under here too, but I think I'm going to save it for the front of something, because this is going to be one of several sections that join together at the side. So we'll have more we can use it with. No. Put bendy wire in. Oh, are you talking about, Briscoe, like the yeah, I know what you're saying. For like computer wires to clean things up in, you put a bunch of wires in them. What software do you guys use for cameras, etc.? I'll have to use my phone for a camera. Front, side, next to screens is what I was thinking. As I just smash the whole thing into the camera. Front, side, like there. Or it could go up there, too. It will fit there, and that would work, but I think I'm going to just leave this wall blank. I always make it so busy, and I'm trying to go for a little bit more minimalistic on this than I normally would want to go, so I think I'm going to... It's already busy enough. The other thing is with these pieces, this is a popsicle stick. Some of the wood I use is not popsicle sticks and it's a little bit more stable. But when you cut a piece of popsicle stick this long and you put glue on it, it curves up, it comes off, and it is kind of a pain in the butt. So you have to like monitor it. Monitors. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now. But there's spots for it. Oh, the seat? Yeah. That's what this is going for, is this chair. And it's got just these little random things that, you know, here, let's get a camera set up and we can take a quick look. I think I have the old T-cam. We got this piece here too. Let's see what we got. Let's put the T camera up. So we're gonna have this will be part of the background. This these are just pieces that'll be on the bridge or whatever you want to call it, just random bits. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna have them set up, and then we have this console piece that will be on the back behind the chair, and there will probably be eventually a wall here and a wall on the other side as well, at least. And then I do have to do something for the floor, but haven't really thought that far ahead yet. This whole thing is pretty on the fly. I haven't drawn out any plans for it. It's just been kind of randomly inspired stuff. The scale is it's roughly 1/12. Where the heck did the AWOC go? Hold on. There, we got Deadpool. So, that's a Marvel legend. StreamYard is the only allows one camera. Yeah, that's the reason why I am with OBS right now. But I am thinking that you might be able to use StreamYard with OBS. There's lots of problems, like drawbacks to using OBS. Like I can't highlight your chat and throw it up in there without using all this extra stuff that I haven't figured out yet. And getting guests in is significantly more complicated. All right, I'm gonna turn that T camera off for now. There we go. You can use StreamYard with OBS. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta figure out how to do it. And I don't know if I just need to experiment with it. And that's what I was gonna do with you last week, Ed, that I never got around to doing, was I was gonna try and use Video Ninja to bring in a guest. But kind of got busy. I was doing taxes and stuff. All right, put that over there. Let's get back to this. Mr. Wonderful, I also have a Mac, and it runs fine. OBS works pretty good with a Mac for me. Sometimes you might want some third-party stuff that might not run as easily with the Mac. StreamYards will not run on Chrome. I mean on Safari. You have to have Chrome installed. So whenever people were like, hey, come on StreamYards, you know, and sending me invite links, I couldn't even open them up. So I had to install Chrome. I think it was Payne's Toy Samples when he had me on. I was like, I didn't even think that would be a problem, so I was late because I was like, sure, let me click the link, I'll be right there, and I click it and it just it wouldn't even run. If there is a way to do it, I couldn't figure it out. Who's going to bed? I'm doing my taxes tomorrow night and Sunday. Yeah, I'm glad it's over with, but ouch. What figures do you plan on using with this? I don't know, Michael. Oh no, man. I'm a Chrome guy on my Mac Studio. Okay, right on, right on. Yeah, I actually just bought this Mac just to edit videos. But then a week, well, it was maybe like 2 or 3 months after I got it, my computer went kablooey, and I built this workbench area over here, and I was like, screw it, I'll just stream from over there. It was actually the best thing that happened because I had all the tools here, and it made the live streams, I think, much better because I could set everything up as opposed to being at my normal computer desk that was already full of computery and paper stuff. So I do think about getting another dedicated streaming computer. But I don't know, it would be difficult to fit over here too if it wasn't a laptop. I suppose I could mount a monitor on the wall or something. So now I just need something to go up there. Take care, Thor. He's going to use Father Christmas. Needs to get royalties for that. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, if I had a job that I could snag some stuff like that from, I totally would. All right. Minimal. What would be minimal? You know what? Screw it. We're going to go super minimal. 2 lights on the whole damn thing. Can I do this without it being crooked? I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. I think that's it. I think I'm going to call it a day on the glue up on that. That's enough there. We can get some differentiation with the paint. I don't know how much we're going to do. We did some, this is pretty simple. We just did a lot of the gray. Normally I would have painted these panels on the side a different color for contrast, but I kind of just, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing that. I felt like keeping it a little bit more plain Jane. So we'll repeat some of that when we paint this, probably. I don't know, I just kind of have to see how it looks when we get going. We've passed minimal now, we're into techno-industrial. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Just finished taxes today, thank goodness, says Cobb. Yeah, it's always a load off when they're done. Father Christmas versus the Martians. I mean, Santa Claus could easily be an alien, so why not? I don't think I've seen Santa as an alien yet, but he totally could be. Could have been an alien that his ship crashed here like thousands of years ago and he didn't know what the heck else to do, so he just went around and gave people presents. Did Roman eat Lawrence? It's possible. Roman the dog is here. Oh no. Roman has better taste than that. Yeah, I don't usually do blue screens, but I thought blue looked good with this this gray. So we're gonna do, that's what's gonna be on there as well. Hopefully I remember which freaking blue I used. I don't know. Was it Blue Kazoo? It might have been Blue Kazoo. I mean, I suppose I could go and rewatch the stream, but I won't do that knowing me. I'll just test it out. Remember, guys, Punk has to clean up Roman's poop. Jurassic poop. How you doing, Roman? All right, it's done. I'm not gonna do any more to it. I'm not gonna do any more to it. I want to kind of, but I'm not going to. We're gonna leave it alone. It's already gonna be. Now I think it's right there, but it'll be all right. But if I start adding any more to it, it's gonna look too much for these other things. Someone pointed out that this looked just like a Nintendo controller. I think it was Oz on Oz's Clubhouse. And it's like, oh shoot, I didn't even realize it when I made it. I mean, it just needs like the start and the select button, and it would be a Nintendo controller. All right, I am going to do a bathroom break, and I have the screen that I'm going to put on. And yeah, here we go. Alrighty. Nice bathroom break. What do we got here? Punk is editing or something. Searching for free music on YouTube for the new show. What new show are you doing, Larry? Okay. What do I want to do now? gonna let the glue set on that a little bit. Aliens dries pretty quick, but I don't think that's quite ready. Yeah, it's not quite ready yet. Oh yeah, man, James, everything came out absolutely fine, and I also ate a banana. I like having those bananas for the old potassium. Late at night, keeps you from getting cramps. But I will not eat one on stream. The Blue Mule, absolutely, Briscoe. Let us not forget. Never forget the Blue Mule. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't. All right. Okay, I get it now. Punk. Good stuff. Yeah, he's been talking about that a lot. That's going to be cool, man. I like the idea of that. And I'm sure it's kind of cool to have a project you can work on with your son as well. I don't know what I'm doing here. I had this idea of making like a rock piece with some movable plant life coming out of it. I really don't know how good that's going to look, or if this is the right shape I need, or if it's going to keep falling over. Yeah, exactly, Briscoe. It's not happening. It's not happening. Correct, Fat Red. Largo, thank you for hanging out, man. You have a good night. Fat Red, yes, this would be in the big dio if it looks okay. Yeah, James Lucas, I don't know if you ever watch Punk's stream, but where he lives, there's quite a few toy stores not too far from him, mom and pop style shops, and he's going to do interviews and walkthroughs in those. I think that's a really cool idea. You could pin it once you make it. Yeah, but I want to be able to move it around, dude. I mean, I could obviously just pin it here and there, poke holes in the diorama. I think I better paint it first. Yeah, I better paint it first, otherwise I'm going to get brown paint all over the plants. Although that might look kind of cool. All those cutoffs would make a good biscuit. Yeah, they probably would. You're right about that. I need to make some more biscuits. Good night, brothers, and God bless you every day. Good night, Eduardo. Take care, man. Dr. Pepper's in the chat for Eduardo. Screw it. Let's get some brown paint. Let me do a little cleanup here first, because we're getting cluttered from the multi-projectness of it all. Multi-projectness, good dial building term. Yeah, their stuff is just everywhere. The randomness, one might even say. Correct. Where'd that brown paint go? Oh, there it is. Screw it. I'm already thinking in rushing to make this, I should have made this rock a little bit more. I mean, hopefully it'll be covered with foliage so you won't see kind of how simple, shelf, and weird, unnatural looking that looks. Was my idea, but now that I'm thinking about it, it probably would have been better to break it up and put like another piece in there in case too much of the rock ends up peeking through. Wouldn't look quite so funky, but it'll be all right. It's the first attempt. First chair created by the Neanderthal. There you go. Have you ever super glued yourself to something? I mean, you're holding it to sticks to something else, and after a bit, you cannot let go. I mean, at all. So, my experience with super glue is you generally get more on your fingers than on whatever the heck you're trying to glue. And I use super glue with styrene. So, yes. Maybe you could put a little statue or something on the rock as well. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Kind of like Indiana Jones style Briscoe. It's a pretty cool idea. Like a little idol or something. Just set this over here to dry. I don't know if I just put paint on my face or not, but it doesn't really matter. All right, let me see if this thing seems like it's dry enough for me to put the dark blue paint on there. It's getting close. Maybe I'll do a little sanding on this. No, I just should have done that before. It's too late now. Just leave it alone. It's a little rough there. I knew that. I was like, it'll look like some damaged spaceship. I don't know how I feel about it now, but it'll look fine with paint. Oh yeah, been a few weeks. Yeah, Ed changed that a while ago. Roman the dog changed his icon too. Roman's got a lot of time on his hands. I really do want to paint this now, but I think it would be really crappy if I started to paint it and these small buttons broke off here and there. And those are the ones that would do it because they don't have much surface area. And if they're not on really well, they tend to come apart. So, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to call it a night. It is 12:48, so we didn't make it to 1. Wow, that's actually early for me. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 16 minutes. Had a lot of cool people hanging out here tonight. Nice to see some folks that aren't usually in here hanging out tonight, so that was very fun. You guys were great as always. Shout out to all my channel members. Thank you very much for everyone that is choosing to support me, and thank you to everyone else as well just for coming by and hanging out. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will probably maybe try to hang out tomorrow over at Oz's if he's doing a stream. I'm not exactly sure. I think he might not be doing it on Saturday, but it might be somewhere. I'm sure Ed knows. But anyway, take care everyone, and have a fantastic weekend. I don't know, Fat Red. Maybe we'll get to a point where I do them a little bit longer. But that might require some planning. Take care.